He proposed in front of 100 people, with cameras flashing, her friends crying, and her parents beaming with pride. She said yes. He slipped a ring on her finger, a flawless diamond, custom cut, resting on a silver band. The crowd roared. Champagne flowed. She smiled. But only he noticed the delay, the 3 seconds it took her to say yes. The pause. The blink. The truth. Her name was Ziora, and everything about her was magic. She had the kind of beauty that made time slow down in a room. Her voice was soft, but every word she said carried weight. When she loved you, you felt like the only man in the world. But when she hid from you, you felt like a stranger in your own skin. We met at a charity event. She was dressed in navy blue, sitting alone with a wine glass, scrolling through her phone like the world didn't exist. I introduced myself. She gave me a smack and said, "You're not going to impress me, so don't try." She didn't fall easily. But when she did, she fell fast. We became inseparable. From midnight drives through Lekki to early morning umlo in Yoba, we built something that looked real on the surface, but under it, there were cracks. There were unanswered calls. Shaky explanations. Old photos in her drawer of a man she never spoke about. "I've moved on," she said. "He was just a mistake." I believed her. Because love makes liars out of logic. We got married within a year. The wedding was like a Netflix special, designer gowns, drone cameras, helicopter entrance. But deep down, I felt like I was dancing with a ghost. Still, I said the vows. And so did she. But 2 months after the wedding, everything changed. Ziora started staying out late again. She became distant. Cold. Detached. One night, I followed her. Not out of anger. Out of heartbreak. I saw her at a hotel, with the man from the photo. The mistake. He was holding her like I never could. She was laughing in a way I hadn't seen in months. I didn't confront her that night. I let the truth destroy me silently. When she came home, I asked her one question. Was any of it real? She didn't cry. She didn't deny. She sat down, removed the ring, placed it gently on the table, and said, "The ring was real. But the vows were what I needed to say to survive." She told me everything. That she married me to move on. That she thought marrying a good man would erase the memory of a bad one. That she tried to love me, but her heart never showed up. And then she left. Just like that. No screaming. No cheating scandal. No violence. Just a note that said, "You deserved more than my survival." I broke. But I didn't beg. I healed. Months passed. The pain faded, but the lesson stayed. Then, one day, I met someone. She wasn't flashy. She didn't carry ghosts. She asked me questions that felt like medicine. She didn't fall in love with my name, my money, or my status. She fell for my scars. Her name was Lotta. And she didn't say "I love you" quickly. She said it slowly, like someone unwrapping truth. We got married under a tree with only 12 people present. No diamonds. No crowd. Just peace. And this time, the ring was simple. But the vows were finally real. 2 years later. It was a Saturday afternoon. I was at the park with Lotta, now my wife. We were laughing about something silly. A little girl had given me a flower and said I looked like a prince. Lotta teased me, saying, "Let's not let that get to your head, your royal freshness." That's when I saw her. Ziora. Standing beneath a jacaranda tree. Alone. No makeup. No heels. Just a faded Ankara gown and sandals. Her eyes found mine, and in that moment, time froze. She walked over slowly, like her feet were unsure if they had the right to move. She smiled. But it wasn't the smile I remembered. It was softer. Smaller. Almost apologetic. "Hi, Chidi," she said. My name in her voice still had weight. Lotta looked at her, then at me. I nodded. She gently excused herself to give us space. That's the kind of woman she is. Ziora spoke first. "I heard about your wedding," she said. "I didn't want to come. I didn't want to ruin it. You finally got the kind of love you gave me." I didn't speak. I just listened. She continued, "He left me again. The man I chose over you. Took everything. My peace. My savings. My strength." She paused, looked at her hands, then back at me. "You were never the backup plan, Chidi. You were the safest place I ever knew. And I was too broken to stay." There were tears in her voice now. She didn't wipe them. She let them fall, finally, freely. "I came today not to ask for anything," she whispered. "Just to say, thank you for loving me when I didn't even love myself. And I'm sorry for giving you vows I hadn't earned." I looked at her for a long time. Not with bitterness. Not even with pity. But with a strange, soft peace. Because time had turned my wounds into wisdom. "You were my storm," I said gently. "But Lotta, she's my sunrise." She smiled. A real one this time. "I'm happy for you," she said. And she meant it. She turned to leave, then paused. "If you ever write about us," she added, "make sure they know the ring was real." But I wasn't ready to be. Then she walked away. Not broken. Just learning. Ziora never remarried. But she became a counselor. She began helping other women rebuild after betrayal, heartbreak, and self-loss. She started a foundation for healing called Vow to Myself. She never got another ring. But she finally kept a vow. To herself.